All right, hi, I'm Matt, and I've taught for the past 11 years, and I'm going to be going over how I've used Explain Everything in Google Classroom like together so that I don't have to print as much. So in this video, I'll be going over how you can use your iPad to take screenshots of papers and push them out through Google Classroom. I'll also be telling you how to do this through your Mac or through your desktop or whatever else it is. So let's get started. To do this process on your iPad, what you would do is you would create an assignment on Google Classroom. You can add it as an attachment or take a picture or whatever you want to do. And then you're going to post that online. Once that's been posted, this will go directly out to your students. Your students will then, on their end, go to the assignment. They'll see the instructions that look very similar to whatever's up here, but they will take a screenshot of that image. They'll then go to Explain Everything. Okay, so to upload, we go to there, and we go to Existing Image of some sort. They're going to select it from their camera roll, which is right there. Crop it if they feel like it's necessary, which in this case I'm going to do it just to make it look a little nicer. You apply that, and then it goes in there. And then what's good about this part is the students can then go ahead and write on the assignment itself, so they can zoom in to a certain part of the lesson. They can go ahead and move the decimal over 2 more places for here, and they do the same thing over here. So essentially this becomes 55 divided by 5 or so. So they would continue their work and they'd write their answers on the sheet, and when they're all done with that, then what they can do is go to the export button, which is that purple one on the top right hand corner. They can press image, and it'll ask where do you want to save this to. You can save it to your photos, and that is pretty much it. Alternatively, they could just take a screenshot by pressing the home button and the power button at the top. Once that's done, they're going to go to their Google Classroom, and they'll find the assignment. Excuse me. They'll go to the assignment itself, and they'll go to their student work. They'll load it into the student work, and then that will be submitted. So that's pretty easy. So another way that I go about adding work to Google Classroom and Explain Everything is by taking screenshots. And so on Macs, if you press Control, Shift, and 4, what you're going to see are these little crosshairs that have some numbers next to them. If you drag across the paper that you're looking to duplicate, like so, it'll take a snapshot, and you'll see at the bottom right hand corner in a thumbnail pop up. This means it's saved to your desktop. So then you can go ahead and switch over to your Google Classroom. You'll go to your classwork, and similar to what you would do with the iPad, you're going to create an assignment. In this case, we'll call this grammar lesson. And you do all the other dilly-dallies on the right-hand side. You add your thumbnail, or your file, I'm sorry, from my desktop, which is right here's this most recent one, spacebar to double check, there it is. And then that is going to post as soon as I upload it to the dashboard. And then similar to what you did with the math activity, the students will go into the lesson. They'll see the instructions that you provide them, and then they'll also have access to the picture you've taken them. They can upload this into Explain Everything. Sorry about that. And then what's really nice is that they can go ahead and type away their answers. So they can type their answers into the blanks however they like. When they're done, they take a snapshot of their completed work, and then they'll upload it into Google Classroom. So that's okay. So some final notes. If you or your students can get access to a stylus, I highly recommend using it when using any kind of whiteboard application on your iPad. It just makes things so much easier. I personally like these type of stylus, the ones that kind of have that flat tip at the very end. I find that they're just more accurate and so much easier to use. The ones with this kind of tip are also nicer, that has that kind of metal mesh. They do a lot better, but the rubber ones don't do it as well. So that would be my recommendation. I'll also have videos that you guys can use for teaching your students that are going to be specifically student directed. So it'll be like how to take an image from your assignment and post it to, or and to upload it to Explain Everything. It'll also cover how to save the images and then upload them to Google Classroom. So that'll save you on your end. If you have any questions on this, please go ahead and respond in the comments section, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Good luck.